Hey everyone, welcome to Mondays with Mary. So, can you believe that it is August already? Ugh, where does the time go? The older we get, the faster it goes, which is so wrong as far as I'm concerned. But because it is a new month, we have something fun, and that is the Waffle Flower Sneak Peek, which is available, I think, on the 5th. So, tomorrow? Yeah, I think tomorrow. Yeah, I think I'm right. So I was so excited when I got this. If you don't follow, the Waffle Flower Sneak Peeks is a club, a monthly club, and you get an advance look at what's going to be released because you get it a month ahead. So this August release, which I'm going to show you, I actually got a month ago at the beginning of July. So it's fun. You never know what you're going to get. This month I'm so excited because it is hibiscus flowers, which is one of my favorite flowers in my garden. So let's take a look. You know, like I said, you never know what you're going to get. A lot of times you might get one of their stencil, postage stencils, which I absolutely love. You always get, they're called sub-sentiments that will match whatever's in the sneak peek. This one's called Aloha. And this one doesn't have a lot of things, and I'm perfectly fine with that because it has big things in it. It's got the hibiscus cluster die and the stencil. So I was delighted. Each one always comes with little color inspiration. This one they're using barn door, fossilized amber, peel paint, uncharted mariner, and black soot. And this one they're using abandoned coral, broken china, fossilized amber, bundled sage, and forest moss. So we are going to be, I'm going to use colors that go match the hibiscus that is currently in bloom in my yard. I live in the Central Valley and it gets very hot, and it's so opposite of tropical. And we've lived here 8 years now, and I am on my 3rd hibiscus. I think I've got it down finally, because it's not a tropical environment. I have to take extra care of it, but they're so worth it. They're just beautiful. There's just a rainbow of colors. In fact, there's one that's called a rainbow, which I've never seen in person, but I have seen pictures, and you could buy the seeds or whatever. After all this time here in the valley, I've realized that seeds just don't work. I don't know. So I find the bigger the plant I buy, the better chance I have of it surviving the heat and continuing to bloom, which is what my hibiscus is currently doing. So I will show you my hibiscus, or this version that I have is a light pink, It has a deep throat and yellow on the whatever that thing is that they call that sticks out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. But this part. And I think, I don't think I've ever seen a hibiscus that part isn't yellow. Though I am no authority on hibiscus. And then we've got some misty sage we're going to use. So I am going to, I've already used the garden trellis, which is a new embossing folder from Tailored Expressions. It came as a freebie with another one. And so I've already done this for the background. I just thought it would be pretty. Little garden trellis, you know. So, all right, so let's get to it. And I like to show you these so that you're prepared. So if you want to purchase and you don't belong to the sneak peek, that you can do that easily. All right, let's trade this out because we got to cut our flower first. And I cut, yeah. This is a regular A2 size panel. And there goes that. All right. So we got that. And then let me find a little piece. Somewhere in here. Because I want these two little extras and I can cut them at the same time. So tell me how your weekend was. It's hot here, and there goes the air conditioning. See, the minute I say hot, the air conditioner goes on. It was in the mid-90s, but we didn't have any baseball. We did go as a family because we don't get a lot of family time with my two oldest grandkids work. So their schedules actually aligned. I am not sure what is going on with this. All right, so we got these on here. And as I was saying, they both work, so getting them to get their schedules to align is not easy. So we did have a family time on Saturday, but we were out in the heat and the sun and playing miniature golf. I'm going to cut this. All right. All right, so we've got our little there's that one. And this one. And the sticky mat wants it. All right, and then we've got our main. All right, put this over here. All right, so we've got our main flowers, I should say, and then our two little pieces right there. Let me move these out of the way. All right. I haven't even checked, so I don't know for sure. How many stencils are in here? And currently I can't undo it, so let me know in comments if you are a member of the Sneak Peek Club. It is really a good deal. If you're, willing to take a chance. Though they do send you, like on the 2nd of the month, they do send you a spoiler alert thing so that you can see what it is. And then that way, if you don't want it, then you can skip it. So it looks like we have 4 stencils. We've got the background of the flowers, the detail, the leaves, and then the I guess they're kind of like stamens, but I don't know that that's the right word for it. All right, so we've cut this out. So this should be super, super easy to line up. This is a new sticky mat, so it is sticky. All right. I just want to get it a little bit. All right. That looks good. All right, so this is our background. All right, so we're gonna go in with the rose quartz. Let me know if you have hibiscus in your garden. I've always had a garden, and where I lived before, which was the Bay Area, had very mild temperatures, and it was so easy to grow everything and anything. But it's a challenge here, even with vegetables. It's quite the challenge. I have yet to get a peony to grow or bloom. I don't know why. Now, did you see I moved that? So we have to be careful to keep that part covered. All right. That is our first layer. I think okay. All right, we are gonna move to a different mat because this one is just too sticky. It is gonna end up bending. The let's see if it'll stick here without. This one I don't think has any stick left. No, it doesn't. All right. We're pivoting. Hold on. All right. Putting that one away. And we'll bring out this one. That should have just enough stick. All right, so we've got our first layer. And this one's number 2 of 4. I don't know if you can see it, but it says hibiscus cluster, 2 of 4. And then if you go with their colors, it is a medium dark red, but we're not, so. Get these out of the way. All right. I'm going to try. I think this purple wine is going to be too dark. We'll do the Puffy Heart, which is the next darkest, because I wanted that purple wine for the throat. I might have to go rogue with that one. All right, now we've got Puffy Heart, which is slightly darker. And I'm not being super fussy with this because each bloom is different. All right, so that's our layer number 2. And now we've got our leaves. So we're going to put our pink brush away. And then we're going to get our green for our Misty Sage. All right. There's a lot of cute things coming from Waffle Flower. Besides the hibiscus, we've got, let me see, what do they have coming? They've got hummingbirds, postage stamp with tropical flowers, which you know I'll be there for that. All right, I'm going to take a little brush and just see if we can get a little dark at the base of the leaves. And I don't see anywhere where it's going to allow us to darken this up. So I am going to just go rogue because these are going to be covered anyway. So I'm going to go with the purple wine and a little brush. This is an Altenew number 7. And then I'm going to go around there. And I'm not worried because we've got these that are going to cover here. But I want that darkness around. I think it'll give it more. Then I'm just gonna blend out. All right. So then we just have our last layer, and then we're going to do our little flowers or little stamen type things. All right, so this is going right there. And there. And it looks like I'm crooked. Hold on. Looks like we're adding a tiny touch of green here and here with that. So let's do that first. This one's off ever so slightly, but it'll be fine. I think it will be fine. Okay. That'll help add a little dimension too. All right, so now we're going in with our yellow. I'm doing the yellows right here. And then we'll almost be done. All right. You know, when I want the sticky mats to stick this well, they don't. All right. So our coloring is done. Let me put the brushes over here. All right, so we are going to, I've got to figure out which one is which. I think that's right. They are slightly different. Yeah, all right. All right, so we're gonna put some glue. Let's try this glue. I'm actually gonna put some dots. For a small bottle, this has a very big opening. All right. We're gonna let that dry. All right. And we're gonna put this one. And then once these are dry, then we're going to add a little bit of this purple wine. Just to blend that in a little bit. Yeah. That looks more realistic because it comes from that. You know, if you look at hibiscus and you look down the throat, it comes from the dark part, and there's a little bit of darkness that comes with it, so. All right. Well, that came off easy. All right, let me put this away. And we are in the home stretch here. All right. All right, so let me cut this down to its proper size, which I want it to be a little bit shorter. So 4 1/4. So I want it to be 4. By 5 and a quarter. Hopefully this is still going to fit. Yep, all right. All right, perfect. All right, and then we're going to take some Mossy Meadow, which is the little bit darker of the sage family. And do the edges. Put a little color on the edges. Since we've got the white. Hold on. Before I make a mess. White on white is normally fine, but I don't want, in this case, I don't want a lot of white. So we're just going to ink up the edges. And we don't have to be perfect. Because not very much is going to show. And we can always come back in with more. We could have done a base of color cardstock if we wanted. But this is the way everything kind of coordinates. And that'll be perfect. Let me add just a little bit more color over here. All right. All right, let me turn this over. All right. And then we're just gonna eyeball it. That looks good. See, with that little color right there, I think it just adds to it. All right, we're gonna get some double-sided There we go. All right. Got some double-sided foam. Put one right there. Try as I might, I always end up with a little bit too much. Okay. All right, and then right there. It's sticky, that's for sure. Put some right there. There. Almost done. I can't remember how the loft on this one, it's kind of a medium. And let's see if this one will fit here. All right, I think we have plenty. All right. Put this over here. Let me get that. So leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have hibiscus in your garden and what color they are. I just love them. They're just, I don't know. Of course, I can't honestly say that there's any flower that I don't like, but I do have my favorites. All right. And this is going to fit perfectly right there. All right. So if you watch my videos, you know that I don't put a sentiment on until I've figured out what I want to do with it. And what occasion it's for, you know. So, all right, so tell me what you think. If you have hibiscus, tell me what colors they are. I would love to find a rainbow one at, here where I live, but I have not seen one yet. They pretty much have standard colors here, nothing exotic, pink, red, orange, yellow. So anyway, so yeah, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. And if you are a subscriber, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed yet, but you've thought about it, it's super easy. Just hit that subscribe button. And then if you want notifications, you can hit the bell and it will send you a notification when there is a new video to watch. The thumbs up button is the like button if you like the video. If you hit that button, that would be awesome, because it's the only way that YouTube knows that you enjoyed the video and they will promote it more. Yeah. So, oh, and then sharing is caring. There's a share button. Leave me any questions you have. If you have any comments, colors that you would use, colors you have in your yard. Do you have hibiscus? If not, what kind of flowers do you have? I really, really would love to have a peony grow. And I'm told that those things live for, 20, 30 years, kind of like roses. I can't get it past the first year, so I'm a failure, evidently. So, all right, so that's it for this time. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay safe, stay well, and happy crafting. Bye-bye.